She's lovely, isn't she? Who is always to blame?
Me.
You are. Any reason why?
I'm always primping.
You're always primping. She's always primping. Do you want to elaborate on that? What does primping mean?
I always want to look good. You know, for Brian. For Brian.
For Brian. Well, I tell you what, you look absolutely super tonight, and you may want to look good for him, but he certainly doesn't care how he looks in front of you, does he? No, he really doesn't. All right, Brian? Yep, have another drink on the house. Lisa, who's always to blame?
He is.
Why?
Because he waits till the last minute.
He waits till the last minute to get ready. Yeah? Always to blame. Without a shadow of a doubt. Very good. Mona. Myrna. Just testing. Myrna.
He's always late.
Why?
He waits till the last minute.
He waits till the last minute too. Do you think there might be a reason why he waits till the last minute?
He likes to be fashionably late and always the first ones to leave to go home.
Well, I can see that he's got it turned around. Does that happen to you, Julie? Does he like to be the first one to leave? Last one there and first one to leave? He likes to be first one there and last one to leave. Real party type, yeah? Fashionably late. Yeah. I think that's as far as his fashion taste goes. Okay. Would you wear a shirt like that? I mean, let's be honest, for goodness sake. Oh. Who, when the two of you are late for the social outing, who is always to blame?
He is.
He is. Why?
He hates to get ready to go.
He hates to get ready to go. Maybe he just likes to sit and watch you getting ready. In 5 very simple questions, we have found out quite a lot about you, but let's see if we found out the truth. We're going to ask Marlene, who's in the back there somewhere, to bring the gentleman and Brian back in here to what was it you saw in what's his name that made you want to marry him?
I can't imagine.
You can't. Is he? Yeah, at least Julie knows. At least you know what you saw in him. Definitely, yes. Lisa doesn't know what she saw in her man. So, why?
My mother made me do it.
Your mother made you do it. Yeah. But now you have absolutely no regrets. Very happily married, and that is wonderful. Myrna! You see, I remembered your name. What was it you saw in your husband that made you want to marry him?
He's just so cute.
Where was it you met him?
In a bar?
In a bar. Was he standing?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Outstanding, yes. Very, very outstanding young man he is. And that's exactly where you found him, outstanding in a field. Okay, and tell me, what was it you saw in your husband that just made your eyes twinkle and your heart flutter?
I don't know. He's a hard worker.
He was a hard, well, I tell you what, folks, I think that's lovely. He was a hard worker. It's okay, Brian, we're not talking about you. We're talking about someone else. If you'd like to come up here, let's a nice round of applause for the husbands as they join the lovely young ladies. Did y'all get a drink, folks? Did y'all have a drink? Yeah, feeling good? Yeah, very nice, okay, super, lovely shoes, very nice, look at the shoes, they're trendy shoes there. Brian, I promised your lovely wife Julie that we're not going to talk about your shirt at all. Okay, it's very nice, and that's the last thing we're going to say about your shirt. Gentlemen, I asked your wives, what is the second thing that you do in the morning? What is the second thing that you do in the morning? Brian, I had to ask Julie first.
Well, I shave.
You shave. Second thing in the morning. I'm not going to ask you what the first thing is you do, but Julie did tell us, but I don't want to go through that again because I think it's very personal and it's none of our business whatsoever. What is the second thing you do in the morning?
I shower.
You shower. I tell you what. Marlene, were they listening? Were they listening to all this? What is the second thing that Myrna does in the morning?
That's what Myrna does.
No. Oh, it's New Year's Eve. What is the second thing that you do in the morning? What's the second thing you do in the morning that Myrna thinks you do in the morning?
Did you say brush my teeth?
Brush your teeth. Yes. Yes, I believe that's what she said. Answer. What is the second thing that you do in the morning?
Take my pills.
Gentlemen, I asked your lovely wives, what vegetable best describes yourselves? I asked your wives what vegetable they thought best describes you. Okay, and I'm going to give you a little bit of time to think about this, Brian. What vegetable best describes you?
Potato?
No, they didn't say, your lovely wife Lisa didn't say potato. What vegetable best describes you?
Can't say tomato. I'll have to say.
It's okay, we're on a 7-day cruise.
I'm gonna say a pea.
No, she never said a pea. She actually said a green pepper and a turnip. A turnip, yes, a turnip. I'll give you time to think about that. What vegetable best describes you?
Knowing her, she probably said pumpkin.
You to the store to buy them a bra, what size would you buy? No, you know first, Brian. Well, I'm going to go right down here and I'm going to ask Dick first. That's Brian. A 32D. Well, I'm very sorry. She said a 34D. So, maybe, no points, no points.
38. About C.
A 38C. Well, actually, she does wear a 40D. She wears a 40D, and there you go. It's nice to know at this stage in life. At least she thinks she wears a 40D. Brian, what if the lovely Julie here sent you to the store to buy a bra for her, what size would you buy?
I'm gonna say 34 all the way.
34 all the way. Well, I think we need like a little letter after that. You see, because they come in like, you know, different.
Hey.
A 34A? He said a 34A. How the hell did you guess that? Listen, after 15 years, you won't know what colour she wears, never mind what size. Okay, if your wife sent you to the store to buy a bra, what size would you buy?
She would know better than to do that.
Buy what she said, though.
Brother, I'm gonna get out of arm's length when I answer this. 34A, she said a 34B. But you were close, but no points anyway. Brian and Julie, points scored there for you. Nice round of applause there for Brian and Julie. Gentlemen, I asked your lovely wives, on your wedding night, were you more like Columbo, Rambo, or Dumbo? Columbo, Rambo, or Dumbo? And I'm going to start right down at the end here. Were you more like Columbo, Rambo, or Dumbo? Dumbo.
Dumbo. She said she wanted to say Dumbo, but she said Columbo. But you thought you were more like Dumbo? You were more like Columbo. At least she enjoyed it. Okay, going back down here. Brian. No, forget Brian. I'm going to jump. I want to go up here. Do you think you were more like Columbo, Rambo, or Dumbo?
Rambo.
No. Sweet dreams. She says you're more like Columbo. Yeah. Were you more like Columbo, Rambo, or Dumbo?
I'm gonna probably say Rambo.
You're going to say Rambo. Dream on, because she said Columbo. Okay, no points scored there at all. Brian, it wasn't so long ago, was it? It wasn't. Do you think you were more like Rambo, Columbo, or Dumbo?
I'll take the former.
Rambo? I believe she said Rambo, yes. 5 points there to Brian and Julie. I think Brian and Julie probably leaping into the lead there with that answer. Very nice. Gentlemen, I asked your wives, when the two of you are late for a social outing, who is always to blame? When the two of you are late for a social outing, who is always to blame? And I'm going to start with you, Brian. Not that you've had many social outings, but I think you would know. The younger the more, yes. Well, a party and a social outing is just a little bit different. Social outings are like refined things that you sort of progress to after the party stage. Brian, who is always to blame?
I'm going to go with the little woman.
Why is she always to blame?
Well, you know, she has to do the hair thing and the make, you know, I just jump in the shower and I'm ready.
She said herself, 5 points there. Very nice indeed. Very nice. Okay. Who is always to blame?
Me.
Why?
It takes me a long time to get my hair done.
The blow dry and everything else. Actually, she said it is 5 points. You have earned yourself 5 points. Well done. But I believe she said because you always leave it until the last minute. Yeah? Okay. Well?
She's gonna say me, no question about it.
Why? Do you feel any guilt?
I think I'm always cutting kind of close for everything, so that's probably the reason why.
Do you feel guilty about it? No? Okay, but it doesn't matter. 5 points anyway, scored there. Very nice indeed.
Me.
Why?
Because she showers first.
Because she showers first. And what are you doing while she's showering?
Watching TV.
That's exactly what she said. That's exactly what she said. Points scored all around there. Gentlemen, you did very good indeed. Brian and Julie doing super, but I'll tell you what, Marlene's going to come up right now, and Marlene's going to take you ladies away into the rendezvous bar to have a drink. And let's see, Lisa and Bill, 10 points. Not bad. Yep, there's the nothing. Myrna and Frank, 10 points. And Rita and Dick, 10 points. Julie and Brian, 20 points. Yeah, very good, but it's only the halfway stage. It's only the halfway stage. We have five 10-point questions and one 25-point question to ask you. Okay, so there's a big question in there. I'll let you know when it is. First of all, I'm going to ask you a 10-point question. I want to know